look back on the past 12 months, a time with no shortage of obstacles, a clear and compelling story emerges. PCOM is a college community bound by a deep sense of purpose, driven by a steadfast commitment to a shared strategic vision. Our strategic vision reflects what already makes PCOM distinctive: our tradition of educational and clinical excellence, our focus on innovative research, our commitment to diversity and inclusion, and our accountability to social responsibility. It also points to what we want to become. It moves our college forward in new directions. It strengthens our collective contribution to meeting the needs of our students, of our patients, and the communities we serve. In collaboration with our dedicated leadership, faculty, staff, students, alumni, and donors, and through expanded partnerships with government and industry, ours is a boundless possibility. I am pleased to share the highlights of our extraordinary accomplishments during 2022. Moreover, I am honored to thank all those whose tireless work, dedication, and perseverance has made our year a success. Thank you. For nearly 125 years, our college's educational excellence has been fortified by a diversity of culture, thinking, learning, and leading. Through our newly created Medical Education Center of Excellence, we are preparing the next generation of osteopathic physicians to succeed in clinical practice like never before. MECO prioritizes the integration of basic and clinical sciences, communicates outcomes data for curricular development, and supports research, scholarship, and innovation. MECO also addresses issues of health equity, cultural humility, and social determinants of health. This past spring, we celebrated a 100% graduate medical education placement rate for the Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine class of 2022. This summer, we marked the close of a vibrant commencement season with our inaugural commencement ceremony at PCOM South Georgia. 8 students earned master's degrees in biomedical sciences. Their graduation is an affirmation of our commitment to the state of Georgia and assurance to educate students to serve on the front lines of health. In addition, we launched a hybrid master's degree in medical laboratory science at PCOM Georgia. The first class of our applied behavioral analysis and applied positive psychology programs began this fall. As an institution, we are diligently engaged in preparations for our next accreditation from the Middle States Commission on Higher Education. A steering committee with working groups is focused on 7 accreditation standards. At PCOM, we understand that to effectively train the next generation of healthcare leaders, we must address the national shortfalls in clinical and graduate medical education. With partners Temple Health and Redeemer Health, we reached an agreement to acquire Chestnut Hill Hospital. This will let us expand our residency programs in internal medicine, surgery, and the transitional year, as well as broaden clinical education opportunities for our DO and physician assistant studies students. We have contributed financial support to St. Christopher's Hospital for Children, helping to sustain the hospital's vital work while establishing an academic affiliation agreement to provide PCOM, DO, and physician assistant studies students with clinical training opportunities in pediatrics. This agreement also maintains our residency partnerships in surgery, plastic surgery, orthopedics, and otolaryngology. In partnership with Wellstar Health System, we have established a core clinical campus at Wellstar North Fulton Hospital in Roswell, Georgia. And we are working to add a core clinical campus at Shore Medical Center in Somers Point, New Jersey. These new clinical collaborations will add to our 22 established core clinical campuses and 50 rotation sites in various geographic locations. Furthermore, we have expanded the reach of our interprofessional education efforts so students from PCOM School of Pharmacy in Georgia can fulfill clinical rotations at family medicine at PCOM in Philadelphia. Student mental health is perhaps the most significant issue confronting higher education today. While PCOM has addressed the issue of mental health in many ways and for many years, the COVID-19 pandemic underscored the importance of proactively protecting and promoting student mental health. To this end, we have convened a PCOM Student Mental Health Task Force to make evidence-based decisions aimed at strengthening and raising awareness of PCOM's resources, outreach program, trainings, and policies. In all ways, we seek to provide a healthy and supportive learning environment for our students so they can meet their fullest potential. We stand unequivocally against violence or hatred toward any person or people, and discrimination of any kind is contrary to the values of our college. We not only live by these principles, but we firmly commit to working each and every day together to advance them in meaningful ways as a college. At the same time, we promote a positive living environment. Meta Christie House, located adjacent to the PCOM campus, gives our students a convenient and comfortable on-campus residence. Many students have already joined our rich, inclusive, and safe living community. PCOM investigators have been awarded nearly $16 million in external funds for research, including 10 industry-sponsored contracts. This past year, faculty and staff continued interdisciplinary research on COVID-19 disease prediction, progression, treatment, prevention, and impact on healthcare delivery. New drugs are under development to prevent viral spread. Their work was highlighted in 18 publications and numerous presentations. In conjunction with our clinical registrant partner, Organic Remedies, and the PA Department of Health, PCOM's medical cannabis researchers study trends in marijuana usage, impact on behavioral health, and therapeutic potential for the treatment of various disorders. To date, our investigators have published 2 manuscripts, with a third under review, and given 9 presentations at national and local conferences. These studies also provide research training experience for psychology and medical students. In addition, we have incorporated didactic and experiential learning opportunities in the field of medical cannabis into the curriculum for our pharmacy students. The President's Commission on Racial Justice, Transforming Campus Culture, continues to examine and make progress on actionable steps towards the distribution of college resources as we address equity, racism, and bias. From the efforts of the Commission's working groups, we've implemented strategies and best practices directed towards the recruitment and retention of underrepresented minorities in medicine faculty and students. Our Office of Admissions has employed more inclusive processes. They have expanded articulation and affiliation agreements with minority and Hispanic serving institutions and historically black colleges and universities. New scholarships have been awarded to underrepresented physician assistant and physical therapy candidates to grow a diverse workforce. We have extended our pipeline of diverse learners from many different backgrounds, a critical step to ensuring that tomorrow's healthcare professionals mirror the communities in which they serve. 20 pathway programs were hosted by the college this past year, designed to introduce middle and high school students to STEM+M education. Additional DEI efforts support students, faculty, and staff by providing outreach and development opportunities that reflect an accountability to diversity as a foundation element of excellence. This past year, more than 150 faculty and staff were engaged in DEI learning. The COVID-19 pandemic has exposed and widened cracks in the United States healthcare system. 2 years later, the deficiencies continue to force a reckoning. At PCOM, we are leading long overdue dialogues around health equity. We have teamed up with health insurers, hospital systems, medical schools, and government officials across the Philadelphia region to form Accelerate Health Equity. The multi-year initiative has a bold ambition to improve health outcomes in the city of Philadelphia, which ranks last out of our 67 counties in the state in terms of health. We officially opened the expanded and reimagined space that houses family medicine at PCOM, and the center truly stands as a model of hope and healing. Realized through a $3.5 million college investment and a redevelopment assistance capital program grant, family medicine at PCOM gives our patients access to quality health care and our students vital clinical experience. Our partnership with Vibe Urgent Care further bolsters our patient service capacity. Our PCOM Community Wellness Initiative fosters a culture of holistic health and well-being as a core value of our community. Initiatives at PCOM, PCOM Georgia, and PCOM South Georgia include community days and health fairs, blood pressure screenings, CPR trainings, and vaccination events. This October, our culinary medicine students had a unique opportunity to participate in Diced, a cooking and philanthropy challenge inspired by the Food Network's Chopped. Our students impressed celebrity judges, including Chef Mark Vetri, and raised funds towards nutrition education for children across Philadelphia and Camden. In so many ways, our college is always involved in giving back to the community. The college closed this past year with more than $9.5 million in commitments, the largest total raised by PCOM for the third year in a row. Thanks to the generosity of our alumni, friends, faculty, and staff, our cash donations were up over 13% from last fiscal year. We also closed the largest bequest commitment in college history, $6 million in September of 2021. The gift is designated for scholarships and is given by Dr. Bernice Peplowski, class of 1980, who is an occupational medicine physician in Hawaii. In addition to financial contributions, more than 1,700 alumni volunteers contributed over 4,260 hours of volunteering for the college, including speaking on panels, mentoring students, and conducting mock residency interviews. Each day at PCOM, our strategic vision moves us forward as we create a boundless possibility for our college.